Yes, the horse. So I'm actually doing the year of the horse, which in Haitian voodoo, people have a loa. The energy rides people like a horse. So when you're going through your rituals, you invite energy in to ride you to see what, like loas, energies would be your spirit guides, right? So in reality, evil people have learned this and actually just end up taking rides on people spiritually, energetically in the real life to manifest in the physical realm. So, say for example, I'm doing a seance and I'm a politician and I have artificial intelligence and I have substances I'm taking. I could go under a trance and go into, say, your kitchen through a person with some mental health issues, schizophrenia, bipolar, who are shaman and priestess who are cursed because they don't know how to use it, and come in there and do things to you. Whenever people see their eyes turn black, someone's eyes turn black, and then they go attack them. A lot of people who, when they see their family members or loved ones or friends go into their mental health care episode, they see a change. Their face change, everything's changed. They can't calm down. There are other people that are in a room somewhere that are doing some spiritual warfare that are riding on any empty vessel or any DNA that could, have them travel, whether it be based on your birthday, what your zodiac is, the Chinese zodiac that I'm talking about, which is the year of the horse. So Sophia the first, it has that little horse with the little wings. So if you saw me, it's probably because like there is a spiritual. My sister's the year of the horse, so she helps me get through a lot of places. She's like my twinsy. She's not my twin, but we on spiritual realm, she is like a whole mamba priestess, and she's the year of the horse. And I'm the year of the rooster. So I wake people up, and then she takes me on a horse to fly away because they're going to try to get me. So it's a lot of teamwork. In the astral realm, we know how to move. In real life, we're bound by money, so we can't move as quickly to save each other. So Sophia, Queen Charlotte Sophia, if you look her up in British, and like that's one of the energy guides, right, for me. My brain right now is actively in this Elena Hembry case because like I'm trying to get away from that Elena Hembry case, but it just keeps bringing me back because it's tragic. But because Mitch McConnell's birthday is February 20th, like Rihanna, like when her birthday is, and Mitch McConnell, he was having that whole freezing thing happen to him July 26th, which is around the time that she got abused, July 28th. So a lot of these people, like I was in Kentucky when they did those things to me 5 years ago, trying to ride me like a horse, trying to see you guys out there. Because it's like Sleep Doctor. If you ever watch it, they use a little girl as a portal. But now they're in my file cabinet. If you watch the movie, she has her own file cabinet, and they get trapped in there. So my life, if they come for me energetically, you're in my crew, and y'all are out here kicking butt in astral. So no one really gets close to me. The past 5 years have been very peaceful, but those 4 months to 2 years in Kentucky were like traumatic for me because they have a lot of rituals they do over there. I was like smack dab in the middle of Hunger Games. So go watch Sleep Doctor. Her name is Rose. Her name is Rosalie. I dreamed about her the day she gets abused 3 times in a row with dirty diapers. Okay, so I know I was there. I'm pretty sure, like, because this is tragic. This is a big ritual. Yes, they use random people to do this, but whoever was riding those horses, those loas, the evil, they weren't loas. Those were evil people riding on energy to do this to this little person. Okay. The little girl is named Elena, but she reminds me of Sophia the First, right? So a lot of us are like angels when we travel. We have wings. We travel to see the light. Our horses have wings. We have tigers and lions. Your cat turn into lions in nighttime. Like we go and we save people's soul. Like you don't go away by it. When you pass away, you're not by yourself. You're never alone. Someone does. If you watch the TV show, it's called The Sandman. They have an episode where the girl, like, she helps people cross over. They pass away. She's like, hey, you passed away, well, we're going to travel. So that's how I am. In my dreams, like, hey, you're going to pass away, but we're going to travel to get you across. Because astral realm is being infiltrated by the elites because somehow they got in. So with Queen Elizabeth, when her granddaughter, who was black, Miss Meghan Markle's daughter, who was black mixed, more it became more blacker. So they have Queen Charlotte Sophia, who was a mixed Moorish girl, whatever. But now they have more black blood. They could travel more in the future. So them having those black children means you could travel further because it's like they have more energy. They use her as a portal. The little kids Meghan Markle has, because their DNA is black. So they have the redhead DNA from the dad. Prince Harry was in my dream the other night, and Prince Andrew. So they have this DNA where they could travel with redheads and travel with black people easily through their children. When you have children, you actually travel with them, with your cats, with your friends. Anybody is a portal. So one of my other spirit guides, Aaliyah, Selena, left eye, but Selena, Elena, Selena, Elena, is the same thing. Like they're showing the energy of that. What they see over in these TV shows and these cartoons, these movies, is really what is happening. She's wearing purple, looking like the Barney dinosaur. Selena, born 722, Selena Gomez, 722. right? That's the feast day for Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene's a redhead. So that Selena y los Dinos, which means Selena and the guys, but it's reminding me of dinosaurs. And what is Selena Gomez in? The dinosaur Barney, who wears this big purple outfit. So everything you see on TV is like what I see in my dreams, but like I see the real life version, like she's getting taken out. You know what I'm saying? But then she travels. She's a little angel. She has a little wing. She goes, picks up people, help people cross over. Like inside of Selena's museum is Selena's dolls. Look, one of the dolls, the Raggedy Ann doll, red. There's a red pyramid of Ramses, The Shining, Possession, Sleep Doctor. The same thing over and over and over again. Once you figure out the codes, then you can move on to the next codes, and everything just starts being normal, not confusing. You think voodoo dolls. People are real life voodoo dolls. They go to mental health places and get stick with needles all day long to be ridden on by people. Like these, they're using people as voodoo dolls. They're called doll shots. They're called butt shots. Okay, bop, bop, bop. And then you could be possessed, or you could, there's a lot going on in those places, those portals that mental health, behavioral health places. Now, they're just portals. And in those portals, when they're doing the rituals, you see a lot of elite there because they are always doing some rituals. They're always going through some, we're going to go holistic and go do a journey. But their journey, you're going to see a lot. And it's not all fun and games on the other side. So for her to be this happy knowing that we're going through the Hunger Games, no. Like the whole spiritual energy through all her, like all this going on, no. Like there's a lot going on with this woman. But they're making her a scapegoat. It's not her specifically creating chaos. They're using her as a face so that they can not be in trouble for what the people who controlled her do, you know? Like she's been through trauma. Trauma creates multiple personalities, create you to just not be normal. So yes, Oprah, congratulations for being successful, and I'm glad she's happy. But at the same time, just stay out of our business. We over here in astral warfare. Go over there, read your books, sell your books, but stay out our face about why we unhappy about stuff. Because you was doing some rituals and you saw some stuff. You was hanging out with a whole bunch of badass people, and please, she drive me crazy. But I don't know the woman, so she could be really sweet in real life. But in astral, I don't normally like her. I just don't, because she's, I don't know, brainwashed. So definitely look up this Middleborough's Kentucky story, because Kentucky is a breeding ground for horses and riding spirits to do things through other people's in the physical realm. The point is to possess a body on the outside to do the deeds you need to do the sacrifice without getting your hands dirty. Politicians know how to do sacrifices without getting their hands dirty. No one's coming for them because they think that a random person on substances that's high is doing these things. No, they're being ridden like horses. Go into V for Vendetta, Matthew Hopkins, like Hopkinsville, Kentucky, where I was. Discovery of Witches. He hunt witches. His family does. So if you see Hopkinsville area code 270, the building I was in, 270. 27 is the number for Red Gematria, Scottish Rite, Irish stuff, Freemasonry. That whole place is a portal. And had I known this before I voluntarily went to this place called Cumberland Hall Hospital in Kentucky, I would have never signed up to go. I thought there was a real hospital that I was having, anxiety because I had a gas leak at my house, and then it caused there's a lot going on that day. I was being like freaking remote viewed and astral gang stalked. But at the time I was just like, you gonna give me something to calm down? No, they was trying to give me some things to never make it back in the world again. But I came back in a new dimension. This new world is interesting. The world has become so interesting. But V for Vendetta, when they shave the head, that's like the Sinead O'Connor energy, and the Britney Spears energy. There's a lot going on. So if you saw me with my little horse, just think Sophia the First, think of Elena Elena Hembry, 22730, Amethyst. So I'm 227. So of course, when they took me from February 13th to February 26th, right before my birthday, then I went for 2 days in Vanderbilt Hospital in neurology to make sure that I was good. My frontal lobe kind of gets super inflamed when I'm stressed out. So steroids will knock out the inflammation. Had they gave me the right test, they wouldn't have locked me up and did all that stuff. For now on, if you get to mental health care and you're having a lot of stress, definitely check for inflammation in your frontal lobe, because that could cause the stress to be extra. But the point is, yes, if you saw me with my little horse and my wings, it's the year of the horse that I'm working on, Alina Hembry in Kentucky. So if you keep your codes here and look into her story, you'll see more in your dreams based on the real people who actually were possessing those men to do that to that little baby. Okay? So this is the year of the horse. I'm going to do part 4 next.